Hello 100 Kid Don, what's up people? It is match day and the Mighty Tractor Boys, we're at home today as we take on Brentford FC. Before we get into anything, you know we got to do the shout outs. Massive shout outs to Angel Care Homes for all your care needs in the Black Country and Birmingham area. Massive shout outs to Mark Darcy for all your formal menswear needs. And of course the Desi Ballers, highlighting all South Asians at all levels in the beautiful game. Their details are in the description, so make sure you check them out. And like I say, each and every video, if you're brand new here or if you ain't already, make sure you smash the subscribe button, smash the like button on this video, turn the notifications on, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. All that comments, likes, shares, all of that helps with the YouTube voodoo and the algorithm and helps us grow this channel to more and more people. We want to hit 2,000 subscribers before the beginning of the season. And if we do, obviously, like I said, my promise to all of you, next season the vlogs will be out on the same day or before I go to bed. But yeah man, let's get to it then. So I dropped a preview yesterday with Michael from the Ealing Road podcast. You may remember him, he did do a preview with me when we played Brentford away. A very knowledgeable guy, knows his onions, knows his football, knows town. Very kind of respectful about what we've done this season. And it was quite refreshing to see another football fan that's not a town fan give players like George Hurst his flowers as well. So as I said in the preview, my team lineup, it's here, we'll put it on the screen. So very much same as last week, although I'd be bringing in Axel at right back, move O'Shea across, and then I'd be having Jack Clark start with Enciso in the middle and Amari out wide. I think if we put in a similar performance like we did last week, we can definitely get something out of it. But as I said in the preview and as Michael told us, Brentford, they're still chasing. You know, they could get a European place. I think if Palace don't win the FA Cup, I think then the European places go down to 8th, I think maybe. So they have definitely got something to fight for. It's not going to be easy feat, and we know our home form has been soft this season. But it's a heart v head thing. So for me, as I said in my preview, just like last week, I'm going for a Desmond. I'm predicting 2-2. Right, got here in good time. Gonna go grab some food now. We'll put it all on the vlog. And yeah man, I'll catch you all in there. See you later peeps. So we're out in Papa's Peri, yeah. You can see it all there. But look, yeah, when I show you the food, when I show you this is the best Portuguese, forget your Nando's, it's the best Portuguese food in Ipswich. Let me show you. Look at that, bro. The black beans are on the way. We've got the drinks plate. Thank you very much. There's black beans as well. Jeez. Yeah, I'm eating good in Ipswich. Catch you in a bit. on, Mars. Go on, Mars. Well done. Love that. Well done. Ref! Oh, let's go. Twist him. He's there for the taking, Mars. Well done. Look at Liam. Look at Liam. Nice. Go on, Axe. Oh! Well done, Axe. Well done. Yes, Amari. Tackle. BA, that was a fair tackle. Go on, Sam. Go on, Axel. Still there, still there. Well done, well done. Come on, Tom. Save! Man on! Well done, Liam. Oh, go on. Go on, Axel! Oh! Tackle! What a tackle! Let's see. Fucking played the ball like 2 yards behind the lap. Oh my god. Back to Axe. Come on, whip it in, Axe.
Substitution time leaving the field of play, number 10, Connor Chaplin. And he's to be replaced by number 47, Jack Clark. 14, Jack Taylor. He's to be replaced by number 12, James Tuesday.
Well done. On the pass. Where's our retake on the corner, ref?
Substitution for the visitors leaving the field of play is number 24, Miko Demsgaard. He's to replace number 9, Eagle Thiago. Substitution Town leaving the field of play is Axel to Thank you as always for your incredible support this afternoon, and we look forward to seeing you for our last game.
That's it. So what we saying about that one then, peeps? It's finished Ipswich 0, Brentford 1. And to be honest, there wasn't really a lot in it. Let's get to it then. In terms of the game, I thought, you know, like I said, Brentford were going to be up for it. They're clearly, you know, trying to get that European spot, and their fans were talking about going on a European tour. Why would you do that? Why would you not just wait, man? Stupid drive. Why is it always taxi drivers as well that can't bloody drive, man? That attacking four that we'd heard about from Mike and we know about, I thought we dealt with them quite well in that first half. But then the moment of madness, or something I've never seen ever in my life, and I still don't understand it. So a corner happens and there's a bit of pushing and shoving, and then the referee gives I think Greaves a yellow card and their man a yellow card. Now normally that's a free kick or a penalty, and if I think back to, was it last week, Everton, and maybe at Newcastle as well, Delap obviously gets a yellow, and I think someone else got a yellow for pushing in the box. And then what was the outcome? Free kick to the opposition team, goalkeeper free kick. But no, Samuel Barrett, the 12-year-old looking ref, decided that actually I'm going to award another corner. And then he decided I'm going to award another corner. So 3 bloody corners, and eventually then it's their man Schade, can't pronounce his name, the winger man, who I thought was their probably their man of the match anyway, but he finds a really good header. Is there a push on Sammy there? No, there is definitely a push. Is it enough to be a foul? I'm not sure. But it's 1-0 to them, and you're thinking, okay, we saw this last week, we just need to turn up. And that's what we were doing, man. I thought Enciso was showing some good class, but obviously, you know, maybe just took an extra touch here or there. And Amari was shining, man. He was really, you know, him and Axel on the right is dangerous. Like, that is a very good combination. That best combination, or the best replacement we've had since we had Burns and JD. In the second half, I thought, you know, Brentford really controlled stuff. They were smart in possession as well, you know, really looking to hit us on the flanks. That's clearly their strength, you know, being able to attack. It's not always about having the most possession, although I think they did have the most possession. But yeah, they were trying to throw those balls over the top. They're trying to find Wisa, they're trying to find Kinder Bueno. But for the most of it, we dealt with it. But yeah, they were just, I'd say for most of that second half, I think Brentford were the better team. We had flashes and we had chances, but sorry, seen the guy trying to pull out. Doing Desi style parking, man. We just park where we want. We park where we want. We park where we want. We're Desi drivers. We park where we want. Like I said, we had the flashes. We're playing it up to the lap, but we weren't getting, like, we weren't using our pace or a speed or whatever. We was slow to get to the lap. So that being said, meant that, you know, the lap would win a flick on, but there's no one there. And then yeah, we had probably the last 10 minutes were quite good as well. But other than that, man, Brentford were ideal. So in terms of player ratings and standout performances, you know what we're doing. So a couple of honourable mentions first. First one has to go to the big Aussie, Scott Aussie, at the back, Mr. Cameron Burgess. Phenomenal today. I know we lost 1-0, but when you're looking at the attack that Brentford have, and when you look at that front four, there's not many front fours, you know, probably, you know, they're certainly the best in the top 10 of front fours in the league, possibly, you know, top 5 or 6 as well. But Burgess and the rest of the defence dealt with everything, and particularly Cam Burgess. Like I said, he heads everything, he kicks everything. I said before, he's like them seagulls from Finding Nemo, you know, them seagulls that always say mine, mine. That's Cameron Burgess, because any ball that's coming in the box, he says mine, and he deals with it. Solid from big Cam Burgess. We definitely need to tie him down, because, you know, what is his replacement going to cost? You know, a player of his quality, you know, we look at Dara O'Shea, we spent 8 million on him. You know, 5, 6, 7 million, is that what it's going to cost to replace Cam Burgess? And I know he's 29, and should we go back up, he'd be 31. But there's nothing wrong with being a 31-year-old centre-back dealing with everything. Like I said, for me, he's someone we need to tie down, and if we don't, then it's a bit of an own goal. But yeah, man, big shout out to Cam Burgess. Axel Tuanzebe, again, brilliant to see him. That right wing, that link up with Amari looks phenomenal. And seeing them, the two of them link up, it's a bit of a miscommunication a couple of times in the first half. But once we got the rhythm going, I thought they looked really good. And then when we was pushing for that equaliser late on, you could see what was happening. I thought it dropped off a little when he come off. Obviously, when Axel come off, I thought our kind of intensity down that right dropped off slightly. But yeah, really good, solid defensive display. And look, forget bend it like Beckham. We've got whip it like Axel or bend it like Axel. What's another word for A or something that we could do? Bend it like Beckham. Assist like Axel maybe. I don't know. But yeah, he was close to getting an assist. A really good ball in. First time. Plays a great ball across. And credit to the Brentford defender who dealt with it. But, talk about getting balls into a dangerous area. Again, like Cam Burgess, there's skills there that go unnoticed and underrated. And we all know about Axel's power as a defender and the pace. But I think his passing and his attacking play really goes underrated or under the radar, so to speak. So, yeah, man, solid performance from Axel. So, in terms of man of the match, you know how we do it, the top three. So, at third, it's got to be Mr. Julio Enciso. I know some fans might be saying, well, he's a bit frustrating. And I've said it to you guys before. He reminds me of when Brody first signed. But he's got something in his locker, man. He can unlock teams. But the last couple of weeks, my biggest criticism has been his decision-making and maybe overplaying it slightly. Today, I don't think he did that. And I think the criticism I have where he needs to improve, and again, he's a young player, and I think he's a player that, as long as he's coached right and all the rest of it, he can go to the very top. But for me, it was, you feel a foul and you're going down a bit too easy. You need to have that strength. Look at Amari, look at Jack Clark, look at these players that stay on their feet. I'm not expecting him to be the battering ram like Liam Delap, but you need to stay on your feet. Even look at Chappers, same sort of frame and all the rest of it. But you won't see Chappers go down to ground like that unless he's sliding in on someone. So, yeah, man, solid from him. He's made some improvements. We've got 2 more games left with him, so let's see what happens. At second, it's the king, Mr. Sammy Morsey. Solid performance from him. When Taylor was with him, looked good. When Karius come on, again, he looks good. And really had some good opportunities. When we're chasing that goal, we've seen it so many times over the years. It's Sammy that pushes us up the pitch. And yeah, man, unlucky not to score himself. Nice bit of play from Jack Clark. And then I think Sammy's leaning back or whatever, and the ball goes just over the bar, really. But solid performance from him. Again, showing that, just because he's getting a bit older, his game ain't getting any weaker. Every year, his game's gone up and up and up, and we've gone up a league. So, yeah, man, Sam Morsey up there for man of the match. And then for me, man of the match, it's one man, and it's one man only. It's Mr. Amari Elijah Jarrell Hutchinson. He was phenomenal today, man. Like I said, took a bit of time to maybe get into the game. There's a few lapses in concentration, maybe, if we're being critical. But everything positive. If we were going to score, looked like it was going to come through Amari. Even to like the 94th minute, he's had a really good shot, and it's a really good save from their keeper. But the flicks, the tricks, beating the player, he just looks class, doesn't he? And yeah, there's a £35 million release clause reported in his contract. I'm hopeful he stays. I think he's a player that, he's a young player. This is only his second full season. And, I think maybe going down into the Championship, playing another season where he's going to play more or less 40, 46 games anyway, that will really help his development, if you like. And there's things, I told you guys he was star boy after his goal against Southampton last season. Remember, September 2023, Amari Hutchinson scores his first goal, and that was a sign of things to come. I told you he was star boy, and he's proven it now. For me, it's not even the flicks and the tricks. Like, he's so good at that, and I think maybe I'm taking that a bit for granted. Maybe like I expect something special when Amari's on the ball. So when he does beat a man very easily, I don't think, oh, that's amazing. I think, yeah, that's Amari. That's what he does. But the thing that's really impressed me with Amari over the last couple of seasons has been his defensive ability, man. Because, you know, for a guy that, he's not the biggest guy in the world, he's not certainly doesn't look the strongest guy in the world, but listen, you are not getting him off that ball. You know, he's just an absolute joy to watch, isn't it? So, you know, hopefully he's here for the foreseeable future. And hopefully this isn't the last couple of games. And, you know, big up Amari as well, you know, graciously gifted me his match-worn shirt. So, you know, I'm buzzing with that, you know, really appreciate that. And again, thank you to the whole Jarrell Hutchinson family, man, some really top people. Hopefully this isn't the last couple of times that we're going to see them, because hopefully they will be in the stands next season when Amari's still playing for Town. But let's see what happens. And like Liam Delap, you know, we can just enjoy what we've seen. But yeah, Amari Hutchinson, man of the match. So yeah, man, obviously it changes nothing. We're relegated. We've been relegated. We know that. We just wanted to see more, you know, better performances and points on the board. I think the performance was decent. Obviously, if it wasn't for a dodgy referee, we could have got another point. I don't understand it. We have such a high standard of professional in terms of the players. And you think about the ability and, you know, the fitness, all this kind of things. Top athletes. Yet the officials are piss poor, man. It just doesn't match up, man, does it? But yeah, like I said, decent performance. If it wasn't for a dodgy official, we could have got a point or come away with a point. And yeah, just before we go, obviously, want to grow the channel, get to 2,000 subscribers before the beginning of the season. You know, we need about 750 subscribers. So please do your part to do that. You just need to like the video. You need to put a comment in there, click the share button, and send it to all your friends and family and any football fans and all the rest of it, man. Because I like to think I talk sense now and then. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, let's grow the channel. And if you want to support the channel financially, you can using the Ko-Fi link like these legends did. And all these legends are now in the draw to get, well, they don't even need a draw. They're going to get a signed, one of these signed pictures anyway. So all these pictures that we've got from these AI action figures, we did get most of them signed today anyway. George Hurst and Jens Kajust really like theirs as well. So I've got to get them one printed for them next week. But yeah, man, if you want to get involved, you know what to do. Details are all in the description. And I'll catch you all at the King Power, literally 30 minutes from my house next week. See you later, peeps.